Welcome to RnG Save the World. I'm your co-host Griffin.
And I'm the main host, I guess, Ryan.
Yeah,
The only host, actually. Griffin's just here for,
I'm just a guest.
yeah, just for giggles.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome if there was like a legal contract behind the scenes and I found out that I was just a guest to move this along?
Yeah. I have you signed out of the company, actually.
that'd be kind of funny.
Now, have you signed up as a volunteer so I don't have to give you any compensation?
Yeah. Listener, I am indeed just a volunteer in this company. Yeah.
Yeah,
This company, that's not a company yet at all, and we're still working on.
Yeah, we have no brand yet.
Except for the fact that we finally started the Patreon. I said that it was going to be up in episode 2, and it's up now, kind of. I haven't set up any of me and Ryan have not figured out the amount of money that we want to give for what or
Right,
whatever.
and there's not any content on there.
There's no content on there, so
Well, there is a cat picture on there.
there's gonna be a cat picture on there, and
So
then
go check that out.
eventually
Cat pictures.
a Discord along with the cat picture, and then this episode, tell you right now, it's gonna be a regular episode. But if you want to go to the Patreon, we'll have another 30 minutes, another bonus 30 minutes. So you'll get everything you want if you don't pay for the Patreon. But if you do pay for the Patreon, you'll get everything you want and more.
A lot more.
Well, so much more. Exactly 30 minutes more right now.
For now, but that will add up and eventually be like hours and hours of content more.
There will be.
I don't know. We'll probably have a section in the Discord that will allow you as the listener to send us your ideas and chat with us.
Yeah. We'll have those things where it's like, this one is Griffin's space and this one is Ryan's space. I don't know how those works or why they're there, but we'll have them.
Yeah, it'll be epic.
We're gonna have another channel on it where you can self-promote your own stuff, but also you are paying to do so, I guess, and we don't have any people on the Patreon right now, so it's not worth it currently.
Yeah. All takes time. It'll be there soon.
Soon. In exactly 8 months, we will have 13 million Patreon subscribers.
Yeah, we're trying to be the biggest Patreon account out there.
Yeah. But enough about Patreon. Ryan, I have a topic that I've been forgetting to bring up for like 3 episodes now. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. What is it?
I have been given the permission to fool around with my dad's old Google Glass.
Oh.
It's very interesting and a much higher tech product than was expected around that time, but also gets very hot.
It's a Google Glasses thing?
Yep.
And it
It's
gets hot.
Very hot.
That sounds like a hazard.
It is, but it was just meant to be a test product, so it is okay.
Ah, I see.
Yeah,
So it's not is there a full blown product?
Not from what I can remember, and I'm certain that it was just this. My dad was one of the testers, and he got one. So I think it was
How did
just
you become a tester?
I don't know. I think he just kind of signed up. It was just like, yeah, I'm fine with testing it, and they were like, okay, you've been chosen.
That's pretty cool.
Ryan, you You improv being my dad, and I'll improv being the Google people. All right, go.
Okay. Be like, yo, you want to send me some Google glasses?
No.
Oh. How about now?
Yep. There you
Ah, thank you. It's gonna burn my burn my eyes out.
go. You do that, Sonny. And then that's the end of that bit. I think we did pretty good. That's the most improv I've ever seen.
It's interesting.
It is.
So, it's a product that gets hot. It goes on your face.
It does get hot. There's this. So it's glass. It's like glasses, right? So
Right. Yeah, I think I've seen pictures of the Google glasses before.
yeah, it's just like one side is like normal-ish glasses ear thing, and then the other side has computer parts in it, so it's thick, and it gets hot because there's little to no ventilation there.
Right, because it's basically just like a motherboard and a lithium battery on your face, probably,
Mm-hmm.
with some LEDs. Does it use LEDs for like the little projector?
I know there's an LED for the power thing, but there is a little projector, and I don't know whether I use the LEDs or not. Most likely, but I'm not computer savvy like that.
I mean, typically, your at least with your higher end projectors, they'll have lasers in them, but I feel like that'd be a hazard on your face right over your eye.
Yeah.
There is a YouTuber named Zach Friedman who made a Google Glasses type projector where if you look through it, it puts the image out in front of your face, so it looks like a normal viewing distance.
Ooh.
And he uses that as a teleprompter so he doesn't forget what he's supposed to say in his videos.
Zach Friedman. Check him out. And since we know you're listening to this, Zach Friedman, we expect a shout out from you too.
Yeah, and some compensation.
A shout out and some compensation, and you have to be a guest on our podcast when we get a set.
Yes, you have to join us now.
Yep. As a guest for an indeterminate amount of time, just like me.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Exactly. Ryan, put that cat on the mic.
Put the cat on the mic?
Put the cat on the mic.
She's too far away.
Oh.
Here, try. I doubt you can hear her.
Probably not. If we can't, I'll just cut in a cat stock sound effect for purring.
She's pretty quiet of a cat.
She's our first guest.
First
What's her
special guest, Daisy the cat.
Alright. It's gonna be episode title featuring so FT dot Daisy the cat. It's gonna be good. People will be like,
she
what?
said nothing.
Nah, she's here.
There is a picture of her on Patreon if you want to see her. Check it out.
Yeah. Check it out. Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan, I've been thinking recently about what my habits and the things I'm gonna do are gonna be once I'm older and I have more time out. Like I don't have work, so I have more time to do things that I want to do. And I haven't come across many that are not what a grandmother does.
What a grandmother does.
Exactly.
You turning into a grandma?
Pretty much. I'm gonna be grandmother Griffin. And they'll be like, but you're not a grandmother. And I'll be like, that's just my title. Just my working title. But
like
because
Uncle Grandpa.
Is that a reference?
Yeah, it was a TV show for a while.
Oh, interesting. But it's because what I want to do, Ryan, what I keep thinking about doing, I'll be like, that's awesome, is like sewing and knitting and cooking. I like if I could make a sweater for somebody, I'd be like, heck yeah, here's a sweater, dude. But then they're all grandmotherly activities.
Yeah.
I want to have doilies on things. Like, no
Like, it's a
joke.
doily.
It's those nice decorative, sometimes used as placemats. They just kind of look nice, and they're made of something. I don't know.
Okay. I think I kind of know what that is.
Yeah. Sometimes uh, there's kind of big ones on top of couches. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But all of my later life habits are going to be grandmotherly.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's talk about your habits, Ryan, present and future. Let's talk about them right now.
Future habits, I'll definitely be one of those like old guys you see in like a Western movie that like sits out on his front porch.
Yeah. I'll sit next to you with some very long knitting needles.
Yeah. I'll probably end up looking like a Western film where my skin's all like that wrinkly and like have all those sunspots and got a cowboy hat and just sit around.
You got a real old dog by your side.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I kind of want a dog, like my own dog.
Me too. What kind of dog do you want?
I'm debating. I kind of want a cane corso,
Ooh.
but they're kind
What is
of
that?
they're kind of large. They're like I think 150 upwards pounds. So
What does a cane corso look like? Because I'm not that well versed on dogs.
they have like the pointier ears, like I think like a Doberman style ears, and then
Okay.
they have it's kind of a pug like face, but not like the fat. It's like more like a muscle.
Not like breathing problem pug like face.
Yeah, no, I mean, they still have some of the cheek fat kind of,
I like that.
but then their rest of the face is more muscle. They're pretty cool dogs.
My future dog types and present dog types are, I want a schnauzer, right? Just like we have, my family has right now. I want a schnauzer, preferably from one of the two that we have, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I also want a pit bull, and those are quite different dogs.
Yeah, it'd be alright if you get them at the same time, probably, because
Or a boxer, pit bull or boxer.
yeah. Well, if you get a pit bull, I think it'd be alright as long as you get him as a puppy and raise him with the other dog.
And
Because I know they
don't
can be pretty aggressive sometimes if you don't raise them properly.
have to be like nice to them and playful and just be a good person.
Yeah.
Don't put them into like a fighting ring with other dogs. Be like, all right, you fight, and then we'll later on in life we'll be best pals.
Yeah. Well, I think the main part is it being nice to like other people.
Mm-hmm.
Because often, if you raise a puppy, it's going to obviously think it's part, as long as you raise it correctly, like you're supposed to, it's going to be a part of your pack or whatever. He'll think he was part of your pack. But sometimes they don't like outsiders.
Yeah.
Like, I know a guy who has some wolves, and he raised them from puppies, but they will not have anyone else like in their territory. So if he has someone over, he has to like pin them up because they will attack the other person.
Ryan, let's have some wolves.
Uh,
I guarantee we can train wolves correctly. We can. Yeah.
but you have to.
No.
They're gonna have to be. They're gonna be quite a bill to feed,
Yeah.
and they're huge.
So we can just make progressively bigger ones and then eventually ride them into battle, but it it won't make sense physically because their legs aren't meant to carry that much, even when they're gonna be bigger. So like every fantasy novel fans, your dream will never come true. Okay, so that's it.
No, if you want that to come true, you're gonna have to build a robot that acts like a warg or whatever.
Like the Spider-Man animatronic they have at Disney, whatever.
Yeah. Unless you're really, really small, because like,
yeah, that too.
Little kids can ride on like not pit bulls, the Rottweilers.
Rottweilers.
My sister used to ride on our friend's Rottweiler.
Rottweilers are weird dogs because more than any other dogs, I've seen them. Some of them have this weird habit of like snarling and growling when they're happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's peculiar. I've not seen another dog do that.
Yeah, they're another one of those dogs that you really have to raise correctly.
Yeah.
My dad had one when he was younger, and so they decided to make a weight vest for him.
Oh, nice.
So they made a weight vest for their Rottweiler, and it was like the most jacked Rottweiler ever, and they couldn't handle it on a leash anymore because it was so powerful.
Man, the Rottweiler was on roids.
Start feeding him steroids.
Yeah.
My cat's over here knocking stuff over and making all kinds of noise.
Oh, is she close enough to be on the podcast yet?
No, she's staring out the window.
Bro. Our first guest is not going well right now. People are going to be like, what the heck?
Yeah, she's not playing nice with us.
She's not playing nice. Where it's pretty much going to be like false advertising. They'll be like, oh, I thought Daisy the Cat was going to be on this episode.
Yeah.
But she isn't. She's just here.
Yeah, she is in the room with me.
Ryan, take a video of yourself right now, just talking into the mic, and put Daisy the Cat in frame, and we'll put it on the Patreon.
Okay, this might be the crappiest video because there's a lot of junk in my room.
It's okay.
I don't know where it all came from.
Who knows, really? Probably aliens.
Yeah, it's got to be aliens. I mean, I can't record video during calls. What the heck?
What? Take me off the call, Ryan. We gotta do this.
Just hang up for a second.
Yep.
She got camera shy.
Oh, no.
As soon as I started recording, she like jumped into my lap and then went out into the messy room.
No. Did you get a shot though?
I did get a shot. Yes, I also got a shot of my messy room.
We'll cut that part out.
Bad. I'll just end the video where you can see the mess.
Yeah. We'll keep the... Well, no. We're going to have a higher tier where you can see the mess.
You see how much of a slob I look like?
Yeah.
In my defense, I was rearranging everything, and so that's why there's stuff on the floor.
Yeah. Also, in your defense, there was a war in there of epic proportions, so...
Yeah. A potato flew around my room before you came, and then excuse the mess it made.
And then a robber came and ripped it off the fan that you don't have. Mm-hmm. You don't have a fan. Do you have a fan?
I have a fan. It is broken.
Ah, the fan that you do have, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably fix it, but I just haven't.
You know, it doesn't work because the robber that came in actually was in the attic first and then stole the components to the fan but fell through the roof, and that's why your room is a mess.
Yeah. That's exactly why.
It is exactly why. Ryan, do you know about snake plants?
Snake plants?
Yep.
I don't think so.
They look like grass, but on a much bigger scale. That's what they look like.
Okay.
Like if each strand of grass was pretty thick, and they were spaced apart a bit, but they grow pretty much just like grass. An interesting thing about snake plants, though, Ryan, is that their root structure makes it grow just sideways. So they'll send out a root and it will grow sideways, and then another snake plant stalk will grow up from the ground, and then that one will send out more roots sideways, and then more things will grow. So if you have it in a pot, it will force itself up against the edges of the pot, and if it's made of like plastic, it'll distort in shape.
Ah, that's weird.
Yeah, I have one, and it's doing that right now.
It's distorting your pot.
Yeah, I have like 2 other ones, and then that the one the snake plant's in, is like the lip of it is lumpy because there's a lot of tension on some parts. So, long story short, I need to put my snake plant in a better pot.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I just gave up with my peppers, and I stuck them all outside because I was gonna keep some inside, but they got big enough where they really needed to get out of the cups. So I just decided to just put them out there.
Do you think they'll live?
They're doing really well, actually. A lot better than I thought they would.
Oh, good.
But I mean, this is Texas, and the climate is very good for peppers and stuff.
Well, what about this? That was a lighter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It peaked the mic, so I'll just I'll keep that in.
Don't set your house on fire.
Peak your mic right now, Ryan. Peak it. Ah.
Peek the mic right now.
Peak it.
Are you sure?
Scream into the mic. No, don't do it.
Oh no!
Can't have
Thunderstorms
that.
rolling in.
We can't have that level of energy on this podcast episode. I'm too tired.
Start screaming.
Like, welcome to the episode. Let's go. I'm ready.
Welcome to the
This is
freaking
Griffin.
episode. No, I can't do it.
You start screaming. I'm
Tired. Stop.
Maybe when I quit my job. Maybe.
Yeah.
Listener, I don't want to work a job like you probably do. So instead, just support this podcast, and I won't have a job anymore once I can not have a job anymore.
Yeah. His jobs are lame.
And then we'll work on this podcast and our online stuff, however we decide to go. Not on social media, because I still don't want to do that.
Yeah, social media's for losers.
Yeah, and really doesn't bring that much. Anyways, I'm gonna be the captain. That's gonna be that should be my position in the company, captain. Yeah, you can be CEO. You can be the amazing ruler, CEO, and president, and I will be captain, and that's what I want to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll get all the phone calls from companies wanting to sell us insurance.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll start doing it back to them. Be like, "Hi, I actually called you for insurance." I'm like, "What? I called you?" I'm like, no. I called you, and I want to know if you want to buy this insurance.
We could be like, I called you just to know, want to be a guest on our podcast? And they'll be like, what?
What? Who are you? The cat is back. She just jumped into the microphone.
So people get to hear the cat. Our fans are talking. Listen. Who's talking? Anchor just, for our listeners, Anchor just sent an email, and I just saw it. And it says our fans are talking.
Did someone send us a voice message?
No way. Yeah, it can't. It cannot. No way. I'm calling it right now. There was nothing. This is just an episode to catch our eye.
Where does that show up if they leave us some voice message?
Yeah, leave us a voice message. We don't have any voice messages.
Nice.
Come on. Come on, Anchor. That was uncalled for.
It's a prank. It's just a prank.
She like showed up just above the recording thing, and I was like, "What? Oh my gosh, we could have our first person on." Nope, not at all. Well, not first person on, but first recording for person on. They're like, as you grow on Anchor, it's important to listen to your fans. Our analytics and interactivity tools will help you gain insight into what your listeners like. Yes. However, our fans are not talking, so we can't listen to them. Exactly. We've gotten one fan recommendation, Ryan. Let's talk about it just a little bit, very briefly. One listener told us that we should try to have topics to talk about, and we've taken it to heart as much as we can. Me and Ryan now come up with a list of topics to talk about, and then we talk about them on the podcast.
Yep. So we are listening.
We're listening.
And if you want to be featured, send us an email or leave us a voice message, and we will feature you because we have no one else to feature.
Yeah. And, if you don't want to feature, if you don't want to send us anything either, you just like how this podcast is right now, that is okay too. However, it'd be very cool. I would enjoy having something on the podcast, like reading out an email if it said that we can. You have to say that we can read out your email, and then we will. Or having a voice message, just like putting that on the podcast so the listeners can be like, wow, there is a person. Then we talk about it after listening to it ourselves or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll do anything for you, listener, except for a lot of things.
Yeah. There's a whole entire clause to that statement.
Yep. We'll do anything for you, listener. Addendum. Not really.
We'll do anything except anything.
Yeah. We'll do anything, but not really. Actually, that was just kind of a figure of speech. Here it is in a court of law. We will not actually do that. So.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, I robbed this bank, Ryan, and for a listener.
Have to bail you out of jail for a listener.
$1 billion? I couldn't hear you, Ryan. You broke up.
I said I had to bail you out of jail for a listener.
There's a lot of talk about me being bailed out of jail on this podcast already.
Man, it's gonna happen one of these days.
It is, and it is either going to be my fault or not, because those are the two scenarios that it could be, and I don't want to stick to one or the other.
Yeah. I mean, those are the only two it could really be.
Or I tunnel into jail myself, and then unknowingly I add myself to their program thing, so they think I'm actually supposed to be there, but I'm not, and then I can't actually escape, and then you have to bail me out.
It's a YouTube thumbnail. I'm like, I broke into jail.
Gone wrong. She cried.
I'm stuck in jail now. I am locked up, and they won't let me go.
Yeah. It'll be, I snuck into jail and tried to get out again. Gone wrong. Ryan cried. And it'll have like a short video of you, and you'll just be like, oh, you gonna get him out of there? And it won't have you. It won't be Ryan crying. It'll just be.
The thumbnail will show like a cropped out picture of my head that looks like I'm crying or whatever.
It'll be a cropped out picture of your head. It'll be just a screenshot of you being in the car and looking slightly irritated, but there'll be photoshopped tears on it, on your face. Mm-hmm. That'll look super fake.
Man, I kind of hate it when people do that with their YouTube videos. They're like, they put something that's really eye-catching, and obviously you have to do this to get clicks, but they put something really, cat? You're just going to do that?
Yeah. Daisy the Cat is sabotaging our podcast.
Yeah. But they'll put
that
something
is
like
the description.
Something really eye-catching, and then like the video will have nothing to do with that thumbnail. Like, I realize you have to have an eye-catching thumbnail, but when it has nothing to do with the video, it's just kind of frustrating and clickbaity.
There's one thing that I really liked about someone doing in their thumbnails, and they were like, they were like, I'm tired of making a face to do these thumbnails and like have my face in them and be like, oh wow, click on it. This is me looking surprised. So I'm just gonna make this one face, and then I'm just gonna Photoshop it in order to fit the rest of my videos. And so all of their videos now have the same face, but slightly different, and it's kind of funny.
Nice.
Yeah, we should do that. We'll have the same. We're gonna record one podcast episode and then slightly edit it to make it different.
Just like edit on like a wig or something.
Yeah. And then I'll actually have a wig, and then I'll have cancer, and then it'll be like this sad thing, and then it'll be like, you guys got pranked. I'm actually perfectly healthy, and then people will hate us because, of course, they would.
Yeah, people hate everybody though.
Well, I mean, I feel this like if we did that, it'd be pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I've got cancer. Please listen to the podcast and download and go to our Patreon and donate the top tier $500 and 36 cents.
Yeah, I could totally see that. Tier. You'd be like, so I have cancer. Smash that subscribe button.
Smash that subscribe button, and please comment and share our videos. Rate 5 stars. You can't do that anymore.
I feel like that's what everyone does.
Listener, if you're listening on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. We should just never reference anything that our YouTube listeners can do.
Yeah, just forget about them completely.
Forget about them.
Well, they don't exist yet, so I mean,
they don't exist, and I don't like them because who puts a visual up for a podcast? That's another reason why I'm not set on this video podcast type thing. It's because like that's a lot more work, and I would never watch a video podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just so much easier to go to like Spotify or Apple Music or Amazon and
where you
listen to something versus like going to YouTube and watching a video.
Yeah.
Of audio.
Watching a video of audio, even if there is like the video from cameras, it's like, but it's a podcast and it's hours long, and they're just on this set, and they're like moving around while they speak, but they're still just sitting and talking into mics. So how interesting is it? And it's like, not really. It's a podcast. It's the most interesting part is listening.
Yeah, I mean, it works for Joe Rogan and stuff, because
Joe Rogan,
he has people come on his podcast all the time, and he's on YouTube, so
we're going to be more popular and have more episodes than Joe Rogan in 8 months.
Without ever showing our faces.
Without ever showing our faces. And people will be like, do a face reveal. And we'll be like, well, you can just probably find our faces anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll do a face reveal at 10,000 Patreon subscribers.
Yes. 10,000. 10 million even.
10 million.
Yeah, right. Ryan, we're going to pull exactly that many in our first month.
10 million?
Yep. 10 million Patreon subscribers.
I mean, I'd be okay with that.
I would wonder what these people are doing with their lives.
Yeah. Honestly, though. Do you have anything better to do? What the heck?
I'd be like, guys, we have, what is it? Not many episodes out right now. As the time of recording this, I think 3. So,
yeah.
weirdo, loser, nerd. Ryan, help me berate our listeners.
You start roasting them.
Yeah.
Like, what are you guys doing with your life?
Listener, I bet you're at a dead-end job and you don't want to be there, and you'd rather really be home playing a video game or something, and that's me. That's me.
Yeah, video games are dumb.
Video games aren't that dumb. They're somewhat interesting.
They're very unsatisfactory.
Well, they are now, yeah. But also, you play a lot of those video games that are like racing cars and stuff. So
That's true. I mean, when I do play video games, I do play stuff like that. But that's besides the point.
I bet if you played Pop Tropica on stream right now from the YouTube channel that isn't set up at all, you would have a great time.
I don't know.
And nobody else watching you would, and you'd probably have undertones of great frustration because you keep cutting out from the stream video and everything. And
Yeah.
and that's why nobody's watching really, is because you're incoherent on the video because it just cuts out all the time.
Yeah. People are like, what's happening? It's so choppy.
Yeah. And then you come up here, and then we stream together, and then probably the weight on the internet crashes it and causes a global crisis, and then the president of the United States is like, we're gonna sell more oil or something, and then I don't know, anarchy,
And then anarchy.
Yep. People will be like, we can't post short videos anymore with these cool little sounds, and then other people will be like, I lost my recipe to my avocado toast, and then more people will be like, what do boomers? I've been doing this from Gen Z to millennial to boomer, and I don't know what boomers do. Oh, I forgot Gen X, but I don't know a lot about them, so who cares?
Yeah, I don't pay attention to generation stuff either.
Yeah, they're not even
I'm
really
Gen
made fun
whatever.
of. So
Yeah.
I'm Gen whatever. Gen Alpha. Gen Alpha. What the heck? Why were we named Gen Z? Why?
I don't know. Why didn't we get our name ourselves? That's what I want to know.
Exactly.
Why did
And
someone
then
else?
people would be like, those freaking Gen Zers are all the same. They think robots are gonna take over the planet in 3 years, and it's like, well, that is like kind of a logical conclusion, but more like, I don't know, 50, 100, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I will give it that much time. I think a fair amount of jobs will be robotized in not too long, but definitely closer to the end than the beginning of our lives.
Mm-hmm. So there's going to be a lot of needs for robot technicians, robot repair mechanics, and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then we're going to make robots do that. And then the only thing that people can do will be to talk on the internet and have other people be like, wow, that is interesting. And then we'll already have a head start. So we're going to crush all our competition, and then they're going to have to live in the slums.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
People who are living into the slums in the future because of us, loser.
Yeah, it's your own fault.
Yeah. You should have been more entertaining.
Yeah.
Should have upgraded your personality. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Us, on the other hand, we're super cool. We've gotten to the point in our podcasting career by the year 2080 that you can just you can get a syringe of our podcast and inject it into your veins.
Sure. Yeah, whatever you say.
It's called Fluid RnG Save the World.
Yeah, I wonder if those like earbud implants will become popular in the future.
What earbud implants?
Have you not heard of that?
I don't think the only thing I can think of with what you're talking about is the kind of earbuds that help with hearing and kind of plug into the back of your head.
No. Okay, so
most
this
people.
is like that, kind of, but they like will surgically implant it. I think over where that bone is, in your ear that you can hear things with.
Oh, interesting.
But then it's like Bluetooth, so you can listen to
Ooh.
your phone and stuff like that, just like in your head without actually putting earbuds in your ears.
I don't know how I would prefer it, but I don't want Bluetooth in my body. I'm okay with it outside, but not in my body.
Yeah. There was a guy on Shark Tank that he proposed the idea to the sharks, but he didn't really have it set up well, because the only way to upgrade the software would be another surgery where they have to go in and upgrade it, because there wasn't a port for it. The other problem is you have to have like a lithium battery in your head too. Then
Yeah,
it's just not exactly
gotta
safe.
plug it in. What?
Yeah,
Charge it.
Yeah, charge your
No.
head.
I'm good. Eventually, if that was the future, eventually people would have those wireless chargers in their pillows, so it charges while
Oh
they
yeah,
sleep.
like magnetic charges clips to your head.
And then slowly people's skulls would start to erode because you're not meant to have things inside your body.
Yeah.
No, that's obviously
Yeah,
that's where infections and stuff come in.
yeah. Eventually, your body would push it out too.
Yeah.
Like I've heard that happening too with like bone implants sometimes.
Oh, that sounds very unpleasant.
Oh yeah.
Imagine like getting a new hip and then your body's like, actually, no.
Yeah, and it starts pushing the hip out of your body, and then you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no. Human body, please stop functioning, okay?
Yeah, I mean, oftentimes it works well with like titanium. Oftentimes it won't try to push it out of your body. So,
That is very interesting. Do you know why?
do I know why it pushes it out of your body?
Why titanium usually does not?
I'm not sure, but oftentimes that's what plates will be made of and stuff. Like Chris's plate in his eye, my brother-in-law's plate in his eye
Oh,
is
whoa.
titanium.
I
He
didn't
also
know that.
has someone else's jawbone though.
Let's have him on.
Or it's a jawbone or cheekbone or something. But yeah, he's got
That-
someone else's bone in his face.
We should have a YouTube video where it's like, we both got titanium molding around our bone. Ryan, can you imagine having metal enclosed bones? You wouldn't be able to create blood and send it throughout your body.
Yeah, you would die.
Yeah. That is the main problem.
Yeah. It's the main problem with Wolverine. Is he would be dead.
How about instead, doctors listening to this, how about instead you just create a procedure where you encase the patient's bones in titanium, and then you can charge them another reoccurring fee to make blood and put it into their body.
Yeah, it's like a subscription service.
A subscription service of life.
Yeah. Yeah. One day you're like, did I forget to? Oh, I forgot to renew that.
no.
And you just fall down because you ran out of blood.
It'll be that cool movie thing where your veins start to turn black, and then it's like, oh no.
Yeah.
I like seeing that in movies. It's very fun. It makes me wonder how they do it, and I don't want to know how, because then I can't wonder how do they do it.
Yeah, then they'll like ruin it. It's like when you see a magic trick and then you figure out how it works, it just ruins it.
Yeah. Watching a magic show and being like, yep, I know I did that. That. That's the yawn. For our listeners right there, that is called a yawn. And it's pretty epic. Ryan, take it away.
Take away the yawn.
Yeah, I don't know. Take it away. Take it away, Ryan. No, start rapping.
We're about to get hit by a thunderstorm here.
We can have that on the bonus episode segment, maybe.
All the thunder noises.
Yeah, Ryan, go outside right now and run towards the thunderstorm so that when you get there, we can have it on the bonus segment. Not bonus episode, bonus segment.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Sounds like a good idea. And
just take all my podcasting gear and run out into the storm.
Plug it into a car battery so it's still run. It's still like running as you run.
Yeah, I can plug it into my phone. It'll work off my phone.
Oh yeah, that would work. Take Daisy the cat too.
Oh yeah, she'd love that.
She would. Daisy the cat is actually a warrior, and what weapon would Daisy the cat wield, Ryan?
If she had a weapon, she
Yep.
probably would wield one of those like long elf swords, you know. They're thinner, long ones, you know, with the curve in it.
Would she grow opposable thumbs to carry it, or put it in her mouth? Or attach it to her tail and have a really muscular tail?
I feel like she would just wield it. Without thumbs and without her tail, she'd just wield it.
She would just wield it. Listener, if you're an artist, draw that.
Just had a power outage.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. It's fine. Everything.
Take a selfie of yourself in a power outage, Ryan.
Okay.
Post it to Patreon. You don't have to do that. Just take another picture of Daisy the cat in a power outage. Do that. That'll be good.
I'm not sure where she went though.
Well, take a picture mirroring the first picture you took of her on the Patreon and post that and be like, where did she go?
Yeah. Where did she come from? Where did she go?
Where'd she go with that, Nizu? Make a cover of that song. And Ryan, this episode is gonna be called something like Ryan do this or something.
You just have it Daisy the cat.
I'm gonna call it Griffin Says.
Griffin Says, so like Simon Says, but Griffin Says.
Yeah. I'm probably not gonna call it any of these.
Yeah, probably find someone totally else. And everyone will be disappointed because they'll watch a video or listen to the video. No, it's not a video. Why do I keep saying video?
It's not a video currently.
They'll listen to the audio.
Listen to the audio. They'll watch the audio. They'll download it and listen to the wavelength. They'll watch the. Gosh dang it! Podcasts and the verb associated with it is so hard.
Yeah. It's alright. One of these days we'll figure out how to talk correctly.
This episode is called Daisy the Cat featuring Daisy the Cat.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. I'm saying it right now.
Daisy the Cat featuring Daisy the Cat, and this episode is brought to you by, you guessed it, Daisy the Cat.
That's gonna be the description. The episode description is gonna be that word for word. If I don't forget.
If you'd like to send us a video or an audio or anything, actually, just send it to daisycat.gmail.com.
We're gonna Ryan, start an Instagram account where you pretend to be Daisy the cat. Make make posts and videos and role play being Daisy the cat in that situation.
That's very strange. I don't understand people that do that. They're like, "Oh, I have an Instagram for my cat."
Those people are somewhat freaky, honestly. I don't. I
Yeah,
do not. Don't do that, listener. Don't.
Yeah, it's weird. Plus, no one really cares that much. Let's be real.
No,
Like,
that's
oh,
your cat.
your cat is cute, but then like you're still posting videos and pictures of it, and people are just like, "Yep, that's your cat."
You're supposed to be the foremost person who likes the company and just likes your pet because you're the person they spend most time with, and I'm fairly certain they don't really enjoy being photographed all the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I did see a video where it was like this photo shoot, and one of the dogs was like grabbing a cat and making it sit down in front of the camera. So I don't know about that particularly. That dog was kind of a showman, but your pet probably doesn't enjoy being photographed.
Yeah, probably not.
Just like Daisy the cat. Another word. Here's a word from Daisy the cat. And there we go. What did you think about that, Ryan?
It's very inspiring.
It was. If I forget to edit that in, it's gonna be hilarious.
It will be.
Yep. That's a little behind the scenes action for you guys. If it happens, which it won't, because I'm a genius and a prodigy, and I'm gonna make this podcast great again. Those hats they're pretty funny, but like ironically funny. Ryan, you should have one of those hats.
I have too many hats.
Have another one. Have an official RnG Save the World podcast hat.
I could. Jamie was making T-shirts the other day, so like
How making them? Like, she got a printer press?
she had. It's not with the ink, just with the vinyl. She has a Cricut that's set up for making shirts. It's like the Cricut iron or whatever. I think it's actually supposed to be Cry-Cut, but everyone says Cricut down here, so.
I don't know what it is anyway, but it sounds very cool. Let's hire her.
It's basically a CNC mill that just cuts out stencils, like cuts out paper and fabric.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Ryan, what would you do if I knit you a sweater that said RNG Save the World? Would you wear it places?
Sure.
No, I'm not doing that yet. I'm still employed.
That's a lot of work, though.
Nah, not really. You know, with my grandmotherly fingers, not at all. I can't wait to be grandmotherly.
It's an interesting goal.
I'm going to wear one of those knit, loose, long sweater jacket things that all good grandmothers seem to wear. A cardigan?
A cardigan?
Is it a cardigan?
I
Probably
don't know.
not.
I don't know what a cardigan is.
I love that piece of clothing, though, whatever it is.
You know, my fashion knowledge goes to shirt, pants, and that's it. That's all I know.
Shirt, pants, shorts, no socks, and no hat, and you do wear makeup, though.
No.
Yeah, you do.
No, I've never worn makeup in my life.
Ryan, you're basically caked with makeup. You're probably caked with makeup right now, Ryan.
I don't know about makeup, maybe dirt.
Nope, makeup. Listener, Ryan wears makeup all the time.
Yeah, it's made out of mainly oil, like motor oil,
Mainly oil.
and
It's actually he likes to put it on.
I said it on the podcast. Oh no,
What?
you're trying to get me to say it the other day.
Oh yeah. I was gonna bring that up, but it is an accomplishment. I was like, yes, we did it. We did it. You know what? You know what? Maybe I'll cut that out, and we'll have it as a record. We'll have Ryan saying "oil" as a recording on the Patreon.
If you just bleep it out and have it uncensored on the Patreon.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, you like to put your makeup on. There's like a base layer of white, and then it's like kind of blue around the eyes and red around the mouth, and then you put on this weird nose that squeaks when you squeeze it.
So,
Because you're a clown. You're a clown, Ryan.
I see where this is going.
Yeah.
Makes sense now.
Someone make fan art of Ryan being a clown. Maybe it'll be me.
There's definitely not pictures of me in a clown suit somewhere.
Isn't there?
There is. Because remember Captain Dangerous?
I remember. Is that the one where you were a rabbit?
And a clown, yeah.
I don't remember the clown part. But I remember
I had the
rabbit
afro
part
and
very
everything.
well. I do remember you. Wasn't it you came in like a couple times and then
Yeah.
went back out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In like 3 different costumes.
More talk about this in the bonus segment. But you know what? This podcast, it's coming to an end right now. If you want to hear the rest of us talking about Captain Dangerous. Is that it? Is that it, Ryan?
Yeah.
Ryan, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. Tell everyone in the world about this podcast. Make an email. Do it to send all, and just tell everyone about this podcast. Also, check out the Moldy Couch podcast. That's our side project where we review television shows.
Yeah.
Anything else, Ryan?
That's all I have.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Now that we have